Hey everybody, it's August 11th, Saturday morning, 1:30 in the morning. Late night video for me making this. Early video for those across the pond. So this is kind of an update for parts that I've used from Ken's Chop Shop, which you can find on the Diecast Motor Pool on Facebook. I'll have the link in the description if you're looking for the parts. Let me just say, not all these parts are from Ken, but the majority of them are. This is more what I'm calling my Road Sentinels rides. Now, when I play Gaslands and World of the Mad, I have somewhat of a more realistic approach to my vehicles. I don't get all wacky like a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I am going to do that here eventually. Just for the most part, I like simpler designs, simpler things. So let's go ahead and get in on this real quick. Let's start with the first one I did. We're going to put these away for a second. Okay. Now this is not using any of Ken's parts. This is the CCM Country Club machine. I did this based on the graphic novel Freeway Fighter. It's just basically I took some Matchbox tires from, I can't remember what the car was. I think it was a Jeep. Yeah, it was a Jeep. Threw them on there. The weathering is Weathering Powders by AK Interactive. I believe this was the Africa Dust or the Light Dust. Real simple to do. And on the rear, excuse me, the rear tail lights, what that effect is basically, I used Vallejo Air aluminum, painted it underneath, and then I used the Citadel Spirit Stone gel and just dipped it on there, so it gives a nice little mirrored effect. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's showing up in here, but it did catch one air bubble. I'm not gonna remove it. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Road Sentinel, no heavy weapons, no nothing like that. These parts for the engine are from a donor car. I can't even remember what that's called. It's one of their X Racers, the Hot Wheels X Racers. It's a clear one that's got like four of them popped up. I just cut two of them off. So yeah, that was real easy. And then just added a piece of pipe, piece of this pipe right here. Just cut to size. My own interpretation. I'm going to be doing like 3 more of them. But yeah, there's that. And yeah, I'm holding off on the Ken's Chop Shop stuff because I gotta explain the parts. This is the hollow back. I've had this sucker sitting in my QE for about 7 years. It was just primed. I've never painted it. Well, I finally painted it. I used a whole red on there with some aluminum, and then a lot of rusting effects. All these bits are from Tal from Warhammer 40k. Not much dusting on there. I don't think I did any dust. I did a lot more with the Typhus Corrosion, as you can see. Make it nice and dirty. And then again with the Spirit Stone, didn't quite work out as well as I wanted to, but you know, whatever, it is what it is. I am happy with the rusting effects. I try to use, I don't know if you can really tell on the gas cap, I try to use some fuel stains, also by AK Interactive. Doesn't really translate well over the whole red color, so that didn't work out. But overall, I'm very happy with this car. And I'll give you more information about the Road Sentinels in just a moment for the World of the Mad. Alright, so we're going to start with this one. This is an Olds 442. I kind of candy colored it. Basically, I just rubbed off the 50th anniversary symbol right there. And did a little bit of weathering to remove some of the flames, not much. Again, North Africa Dust pigment powder. The weapon that was on here, I wasn't happy with it, but it ended up falling off anyway, so I'm gonna replace it. It was one of the old bolters from one of the very first rhinos from Warhammer 40k. It kind of fit. I just don't like it, so it's gonna be used for something else. But I did use some Africa Dust on this, like I said. And the front tires are the originals because I really like them. But I did give it one of Ken's lift kits, which is right here. And this is a pair of his duelers, the dueler tires. Now the thing about the lift kit, it does have a space here, so if you want to put a pin to connect your tires to make them roll, which this one, it can if I want to, but I'm not going to. It's tight enough that I don't have to. So I didn't have to glue it, but it will keep it in place. And the tires were, as you can see, thoroughly weathered. A little piece of armor in there to do that. I was going to actually do this video quite a while ago, but this was moved. I had it way too far back, and I think I still have it way too far back, but it's lined up with where the differential is on the original model. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, these lift kits are really good. In hindsight, I probably would have cut this little piece off, this little square, to have the to have it sit more flush with the bottom of the vehicle, with the lower chassis. But it works. I like it. I'm happy with it. This is another one. I've had this one for the same amount of time as I had that hollowback, about 7 years. All it was sitting in prime. Did a nice center stripe on it real quick with a darker gray. And I learned a lesson. I used, again, the Africa dust, but I changed the Africa dust. Instead of using the dropper method, hold on, I'll show you. Normally use a dropper or a an old brush to drop the pigment fixture on there. I transferred it to a spray bottle right after I dusted it and dusted it. Unfortunately, when I sprayed it, I didn't take into consideration that this was a brand new pump, and when I sprayed it on there, I was about this far away. It had so much pressure that the dust just kind of went everywhere. So yeah, that's the end result. But otherwise, I mean, I do like it. This looks like this particular guy has been out on the road for a long time in the wasteland. This is an Orc Gun. Can't remember which one it is, for 40K. Again, these are some of Ken's tires. I don't remember which tire set that is, and I doubt he'll be able to tell if he mentions it in the comments, because I've got it so dirty now. Yeah, this is a nice. I like this one. I ended up liking this really a lot. Got more dust on it than I wanted, but hey, it is what it is. And finally, this is the one that Ken actually flipped out about, and a lot of people did. This is an Aristo Rat. This was changed. This is using some, I can't remember the number of these tires, but these are duelers. They come in this set. They're made for rigs in particular. But I think they just look so badass on the Aristo Rat. I mean, it just really complements the car. The front tires are the same. Also by, well, they're not from the same set. They're by Ken. But they fit really well. Just the aesthetic I was really looking for. Dusted it up. Again, these are supposed to be Road Sentinels. I'll talk about them in a second. Oil filter right there. Okay, so here's one thing I want to mention. And yes, I know the paint's there, but it's post-apocalyptic. They don't know how to paint very well. So anyway, on this particular set of tires, I don't know what happened. I washed them off because they are cast in resin. They were washed in Liquid Dawn twice, primed, and that's where it went wrong. For some reason, the primer had a bad reaction with this one tire in particular. These came off the same sprue, came off the same runner, okay? But this one in particular, it just bubbled the hell up everywhere. It just had such a bad reaction to the paint. Don't know why. It's probably a fluke. But yeah, this one just had a bad reaction, as you can see. So basically, I'm just writing it off as he went through a plasma fire, napalm fire, whatever, and it just caught this tire and kind of bubbled it up. Yeah, these are really good tires. Like I said, I can't recommend them enough. They look great. They're light, easy to work with. I did try to put some type of rebar back here, as you can see, to space this out a little bit. Didn't quite work. Did not quite work, and I couldn't quite get all the stuff out of the in between the tires from the sprue, so that's why that's on the bottom. But otherwise, the single tires are super easy to clean up, not a big deal. So yeah, so the Road Sentinels, this is more my World of the Mad thing. Road Sentinels are lone warriors, just like Mad Max. I mean, basically that's what you're thinking about. Mad Max, they wander the waste and the urban areas, seeking redemption, seeking justice. They're ready to die, but they're going to take somebody else with them. They are lone warriors. Some of them do work in tandem with other Road Sentinels. Their vehicles, as far as for my game is concerned, they don't have a lot of weapons, if any at all, that are visible. Mostly handguns, because like I said, they're just out to dispense justice in some type of way. And remember, the game's not what you see is what you get. So yeah, that's the way I'm modeling it, the way I like it. Whatever's on the card is what's on the card. Whatever's on your dashboard. So yeah, that's basically what the Road Sentinels are going to be. They might team up every now and again, but as soon as the gig is done, that's it. They split and part ways. So yeah, that's the Road Sentinels thing. I'll have more on that in World of the Mad. Just wanted to show off the parts here. Now I'm going to show off some other parts real quick, because there's another build I'm going to actually start doing. That was inspired by a member of the Gas Science page named Chris Way. He had an Aristo Rat that he lit up. It was called, what was it called? Not Aristo Rat, Space Rat? Astro Rat. He had a green LED in there. Now, the green LED he used is, I picked up quite a few of them in different colors. These are $1 at Walmart. You can see it blinks. Or you could just have it steady. And I'm going to turn off this overhead real quick. Yeah, it is actually this bright. Alright, so it's $1. Let me go ahead and turn this off. But you can get, and I'm going to experiment with these, Ozark Trail LED mini sticks. These twist in order to turn on. I haven't opened them up yet, but they were like $3 for this pack of, what is it, 5? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. So you get all the colors. I believe one of them is just a plain white. Yeah, one is just a plain white LED, which is good, but I'm going to try these. So what I'm going to do with this is, rather than using a Aristo Rat, I'm going to use this the nitro burner from that Zuru Real Metal Machines line, which, by the way, they're not all metal, as has been pointed out. Oops, there goes a bug. This body, I thought it was metal. I thought it was a cheap metal. No, it's actually plastic. The only piece of metal on here is this right here. Just a lower chassis. That's it. So, in the vein of the Astro Rat that Chris posted up, gave me a couple tips. So I'm going to do a build video on it, but I'm going to go ahead and preview. So I'm using Son of Ken's Chop Shop's Parts and Bits number 5, which has the hover wheels, the hover conversion wheels. I'm not going to use them as is. I am going to chop them down probably to about there, right at the angle, right at the joint, a little bit higher, because I don't want my wheels to be flat on the surface. I want them actually angled out like that. Okay. Probably won't use the radar, and I'm definitely not going to use the keg. I'm going to use the keg for something else. I might use, still debating on it, might use some of the skulls that come in this bit pack. Still debating on that part. And then from Parts and Bits number 6, which was new at the time that he sent it to me, I will be using either one or both rockets. I'm not sure, because my hope is to try and light these, but now that I'm looking at them, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it the way I wanted to do it. Because that's going to be a pain in the ass to drill a hole here, then a hole back there, run the fiber optic wire into it for a very small glowing effect. There might be a better way to do it. I'm not very experienced with electronics. I'm perfectly honest about that. So yeah, so the idea is going to be to remove these wheels, put in an LED. I'll probably put in the green one because it does have green windows on it. Chop this part out, the front grille, and replace it with some styrene or plasticard, just like a grill, and then put some wire mesh behind it so that way the green light, the LED, can come out through there as well. And I'll probably have some way for it to glow out where the wheels are, because like I said, that thing is like super bright. Probably nothing on the rear. You know, in retrospect, I don't think I'm going to use the rockets on this one. I'm going to use the rockets on something else. I've been toying with the rockets, what I can use them on. It's going to be on something else. So yeah, this will probably be the poster boy for the hover conversions for World of the Mad. But yeah, again, the focus was supposed to be on Ken's parts. I really do like this lift kit. It does add something to it. In hindsight, though, I probably should have used bigger tires on the rear. I do have another lift kit, and I do have some more bigger tires. Bigger tires on the rear, and also changed out the front tires. These are the original wheels from the model itself. But I just love those rims. I really do. Once you paint them black and do a quick some type of silver metallic dry brush over them, they do really look good. But yeah, learning experience doing this. I've worked with Gundams and Macross Valkyries for almost 25 years. And Hot Wheels, they were always collector's things as far as my household was concerned, because my dad was really big into them. So yeah, that's about it. This video has gone way longer than what I anticipated. So, you know, everybody have a good one. Take it easy. Be safe. Don't drink and drive, like I always say. Don't do something stupid, because we need more people to game with. Oh, yeah. Forgot. Hi, Mark. The Enforcer Candy Colored. Just got to take care of some little paint on the wheels. So using the original wheels, because I have actually run out of the smaller wheels. And I shouldn't have. I don't know why, but I did. So yeah, there's that. I've been debating on starting a Patreon page, because like I said, I really need better equipment, to be honest with you. So I'm debating on it. What do you guys think about that? Also, if anybody is feeling really generous and you find one of those new Hot Wheels DeLoreans that's out there, if you want to hook me up with one, I'd greatly appreciate it. I can't find it. Just like I've been searching for almost 2 years for the Halo Warthog Oni version. That's the black glossy one. I mean, I do have like a whole bunch of the green Halo ones, the regular Warthogs, but they don't have the Oni symbol on it. And to be honest, I can't paint fine detail like that anymore. So if anybody wants to hook me up, that'd be cool. Also, the drones and the remotes, their model is coming along. This is a Talbot. Talbots work really good. Again, I'm not gonna do a lot of heavy modifications on this, but so these are from Ground Zero Games. This is the Spider drones. They're found in the 15mm Star Grunt section of the range. Let's see if it'll focus. No, it's probably not going to focus. There we go. So this one's supposed to have like a heavy machine gun, a rotary cannon. This one has two, whatever you want to call them, lasers, pulse rifles, machine guns, whatever you want. Domes are pretty similar. This one's a little bit rounder than this one. 8-legged freaks. Yes, I admit I didn't clean them up very well, but that's okay. I've had these sitting around for about 7 years, and I'm just now getting around to actually going to use them for something. So yeah, these can be, for World of the Mad, they're going to be deployable. They're rather big. Just to give you an idea here, let's say Road Sentinel 1. See how big it is compared to it? Throw it on the back. It's an autocannon. It just shoots all around. 360 turret. But it's not a turret. It won't count as a turret. Drives along. Here comes somebody behind him. I'm going to shoot you. No, you're not. Boom. Falls back. Or falls to the side, whatever. Now it's a turret. And it's AI controlled. Or it can be remote controlled. Those two options are going to be available. AI controlled will be more expensive, but it pays off in the long run, especially for the flying drones. Alright, so yeah, 20 minutes, almost 21 minutes. Yeah, taking too long. Everybody, be safe, be happy. Talk to you later.